Hey, what's up, everybody? I actually just want to give a little quick thing on ways to deal with stress. So, in any situation when you deal with a negative thing that comes about, negative person, negative event, whatever the case may be, in that moment, you have a choice. There's always a choice, but in that moment, you have a choice on how you can change the situation or change your perception of it, or your reaction to it. And when you're trying to change the situation, okay, you can avoid it. If you can avoid a bad situation, if possible, do so. Absolutely do so. You know, being being able to change that situation. It can be about, setting boundaries. It can be about just avoiding people that just bad vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to be around those people. Um, avoiding things that you know is going to get you spun up. If you know that you still have triggers, or because remember, triggers are traumas, and triggers are your responsibility. It is not on other people to have to tiptoe around you just because you're not dealing with shit well in your own head. Because that's what triggers are. It's shit from your past that you have not healed from, that still creates a response inside of your body that is strong enough that my wife just showed up. Hi. Yeah. But you have those instances where you have these experiences pop up that you just react on, and that's what, if you can avoid those things happening, do so. um if you can't avoid it, then do what you can to change it, do what you can to alter it. And one of the ways that you can do that is by being very clear about how you feel. Open and honest communication is a incredible way to get rid of a lot of the stressors in your life. Because if you're open and honest and communicating, let's say it's with a partner, for instance, and you're being open and you're being honest about the things that you don't like, the things that are bothering you, things that are stressing you out, and they don't change. They are made aware of something that is bothering you and they choose not to change. They are showing you that's not the person for you. Because those that love you, they want you to be happy. They want you to enjoy life. They want you to not be stressed out. Because love is a healing thing. And so, the other part of that, is when you're talking about the things that are bothering you and everything, you still got to be willing to compromise. You can tell them that they need to change, but if you got some shit to change, you got to change too. And you can't just be like, it can't just be a one-way street. There are two whole ass individuals there, and both are responsible for their own selves. And so you got to take accountability for those things. And when you know that you have to make changes as well, make those changes. If you're asking someone to do something else and they're like, okay, I can absolutely do that, however, I would also like you to do this. And if that's the case, then be willing to compromise. And be assertive on things. Like they say it with your chest. Be honest, be open. Do not be afraid to say the things that you need to get off of your chest. How else are things going to change? If you don't say anything, what you don't change, you are choosing. And that is one thing that people have to understand. What you do not change, you are choosing. And so if you see something and you don't like it and you don't say anything about it, then if you got to keep dealing with it, that's on you. Okay? Now, if you can't change the situation by avoiding it, by altering it, then you're going to have to change your reaction to it. And that is being adaptable, for one, being able to see a situation from a different perspective. That is one of the things that I bring to people. I bring a different perspective. I allow them to see a situation or to see themselves in a way that they have not seen before, because it is their own perception compared to my perception. And so being able to change your perception of a situation, that will help you be able to say, okay, well, how might this actually be helping me out in some way? Like when people lose their jobs and shit, and they feel really fucking badly about it, more than likely that job going away was either because of something that you believed in your head, like, I hate this job, I don't want this job, I'm tired of fucking dealing with all these people here. Well, if you keep talking all of that, if you keep saying all of that, then what are you telling the universe? Like, let's just pretend here for a second that the things that you say actually have power over your life. If you're saying to yourself in your head, or you're telling all your friends, I can't stand this fucking job, I hate my boss, I hate fucking going to work, I don't want to do that shit, and then you get fired, like, well, what do you expect to happen? Everything that you've been, and if you can come from a place of fucking gratitude, and that's what focusing on like the positive is all about. It's about, I understand that there's negative shit, there's bad shit that's going on around me, there's bad shit that's going on in my life, but I don't have to focus on that shit because it makes me feel like shit when I do. So why would I focus on those things? Choose to refocus onto the things that you actually love in your life, that you actually like in your life, that you are actually proud of, that you're grateful for. The more gratitude that you have in your life, you would be fucking amazed at how differently your life goes. When you can look at the things that you have in your life and be proud of them, and when you can look at what you used to have and how things used to be, and then see the growth and see the changes that you have already made, that you have in your life now, it is a pushing force. It moves you. Okay, it is something that propels you, and it attracts more positive things into your life. Because if you're constantly keeping yourself at a low fucking place, at a low fucking vibration, you're only going to attract things that are in resonance with that, things that match your vibe. That's what the things that you attract. So if you're one of those people that think that you just, all you ever do is find people that just fucking shit on you, and you just find people that just dog you out, and you can't find any fucking good people or anything, well, then you gotta ask yourself, what the fuck is it about me that keeps attracting these same fucking people that ain't shit, the people that keep fucking treating me like shit? Because you can say all you want, and people can say that it's like victim blaming or whatever. No, it's actually showing fucking empowerment and showing how much control that you actually have over your life. And if you have things going on in your head that are saying all kind of grimy, dirty, fucked up shit about yourself, then what the hell do you expect to happen in your life? What the hell do you expect? And I tell people, just pretend that your thoughts actually create your life. If you're over here saying that men ain't shit, women ain't shit, all they want to do is do this and do that, if your thoughts create your reality, what kind of people is that going to bring into your life? What kind of situations is that going to bring into your life? When you go around talking all kind of bullshit and downing yourself, saying that I'm fucking stupid and all of this, what kind of people is that going to bring into you? When you think that all people do is fucking use you, and all people do is just fucking toss you to the side and everything, what the hell do you think is going to happen to you? What kind of people you going to bring into your life? What kind of events you going to bring into your life? But if you think everybody is helpful, if you think the world is a kind place, the world is a loving place, if you think that I am fucking amazing, that I am a part of divinity, if you have that as your belief, if you have that in your mind, if that is what you keep telling yourself, if that's what you keep putting out there, then what kind of fucking people you gonna bring into your life? What kind of events are you gonna bring into your life with those kind of thoughts? When you are grateful for what you have, when you love what you have, and you ain't complaining about the shit that you have, then you are telling the world, you know what, I love what I have. Send me more things to love what I have. That's what you're putting out there. When you have gratitude for everything in your life, when you have gratitude for it, you are telling the universe, you're telling everything, I want to feel more of this, because it's free will, right? We have the choice to choose however the fuck we want to feel. And if you over here and you're choosing to feel shitty all the time, then you're telling the universe, I want to feel shitty. Keep sending me shit to make me feel shitty. It's really that simple. And the thing is, and I understand that it's not easy, even though it's simple. I understand that it's not easy to get control of your fucking mind. I understand that it's not easy to not react. But not easy is not fucking impossible. And when you get to the point that you can be in a situation and not fucking be wrapped up in it, that is a powerful thing. Jesus talked about being in the world and not of it. That's what it's about. It's about having your inner environment, having yourself, your own abilities, your own thoughts, your own feelings about yourself and the way that you handle things be so fucking solid, be so real and so true and so authentic to yourself that it doesn't fucking matter what's going on around you. Doesn't matter who's around you. You're still you. You still get to choose how you're going to be, how you're going to feel, how you're going to think, and it doesn't matter who the hell is around you. Like when you hear a woman say, I trust my man, but I don't trust those other females, sweetie, you don't trust your man. Because if you trusted your man, it wouldn't fucking matter who the fuck they were around. Because someone that is loyal to you regardless of who they are around and what they are doing. And if you actually trusted them, then you wouldn't say, I don't trust those females. No, you would just trust your man. Dudes, y'all be all fucking like getting all fucking spun up and bent all out of shape because your female's fucking talking to a dude. Guess what? People have fucking friends that are the other fucking gender. It's a thing, okay? And if you are too insecure to be able to have your fucking partner be friends with somebody that's of the other fucking gender, then you got some fucking self-work to do. Because if you believe that they cannot have any kind of fucking friendships or any kind of relationships that are of the other fucking gender other than you, then you're a controlling motherfucker, okay? You're controlling, and that is not cool. That is not love. Because love is freeing. Love allows, okay? Love accepts. And if you can't accept those things, if you can't accept your partner for being somebody that actually has friendships, that actually has platonic friendships, if you can't trust them, then why are you with them? If you don't trust them, why are you with them? And if you don't trust, then chances are you don't fucking trust yourself either. Because we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. And if we are in a bad place, then we're going to fucking see the world from a bad place, always. The forest looks completely different to an eagle than it does to a fucking earthworm. To the earthworm, it's dirty, it's grungy, it's murky, it's dark, it's damp, and it's all kind of just grimy shit that's going on down there. To that fucking eagle, though, that eagle that's coming from a higher place, that eagle that has a greater perception, a greater perspective, and is looking from a greater point of consciousness, that's what it's about. It's about being able to be up top, look down, and see everything for what it is. And you can look down and you can see everything from what it is, even if it's in your life, in your history. You can look back at a past event and say, okay, this is what happened. These are the thoughts and choices that led up to that event. Every shitty fucking relationship you ever had is somebody you said yes to. You brought them into your life. And you saw the things that were going on and you didn't say anything. And if you did say anything and it didn't change, you still stayed in it. And it got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse because you wasn't being loyal to yourself. You knew that shit wasn't cool for you. You knew you didn't like that shit and you stayed in it anyway because you feared being fucking alone. Because you don't have enough self-love for yourself to actually be by yourself and be cool. Because you're never fucking alone. You're never alone. You have guardian angels. You have your own fucking spirit. You got God. You got everybody. And you choose to see yourself as being alone. You're never alone. You're just by yourself. And there's a difference. And once you learn about how to actually enjoy solitude and be fucking solid with yourself, it doesn't matter who you got around you, man. You don't have to fucking wait for somebody to show up to have a good time. You can have a good time by yourself. And if you can't have a good time by yourself, why don't you enjoy your own company? What do you feel is wrong with you that you can't even fucking chill with yourself and be cool? These are all things that you gotta fucking ask yourself. You gotta talk to yourself and be like, yo, what's going on with me right now? I'm not supposed to feel this way. I'm not. We're not supposed to be all fucking upset. We're not supposed to be all fucking stressed. We're not supposed to be fucking unhealthy. Every single cell in our body is designed to function properly and be completely fucking healthy, and we get in the way. And we get in the way with our bullshit ass fucking thoughts and beliefs. Now, a lot of them y'all don't even know about because it's in your subconscious mind. It's below your awareness. You don't know it's there. That shit that got programmed in when you was a little fucking kid, when you was trying to learn how to be a human being, and you had to look at the fucking people around you to figure out how to be a fucking human being. Now, if your fucking mom didn't know how to love herself, or your dad didn't know how to fucking love himself, or he wasn't around, or one of them wasn't fucking around, or whatever the case was, if they wasn't there, or if they didn't know, they couldn't teach you. So how the hell would you know? But you get all fucking pissed off at them. Well, who the hell was gonna be the ones to teach them? Do you even know how your fucking parents were raised, what they grew up, how they grew up, the kind of shit that they actually fucking been through? Do you ever think about what kind of situation somebody else is fucking going through, or what kind of situation somebody else have been in for them to treat you the kind of fucking way that they are, for them to be the kind of way that they are? Like, do you ever open your heart up and have the compassion to actually look at somebody and be like, damn, what the fuck happened to you, bro? What the fuck happened to have you be like this? And it's not looking at them in a point of judgment. It's a point of observation. I see you are fucking struggling. I see you are not happy. I see you are an angry, hostile, fucking violent motherfucker that drinks constantly. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? We got to be able to actually see those things and ask people and care enough about the people that are in our lives is to be like, yo, you good, man? And not accept somebody fucking lying to us. Be like, you're saying, yeah, no, I'm okay. No, okay. When has okay ever been like something that y'all actually wanted to hold on to? You want an okay barber? No. You want an okay doctor? No. You want an okay surgeon? No. You want some okay sex? No. But why you want to fucking talk about my life is okay? I'm okay. Nah, man, that's not the level, that's not the standard of life that anyone deserves to be having. We all, every single one of us deserves to prosper, deserves to be happy, deserves to have a life filled with love. Every single one of us. Because that's where we come from. That's what we are. We are joy. We are prosperity. We are abundance. We are love. We are truth. Even if we don't fucking exude that shit, even if we don't express that shit, that is our essence. And even if you aren't expressing your essence, if you aren't expressing the divinity that you are, you still are. It don't change who you are. It just changes who you think you are. You think you're something a whole fucking lot less and a whole bunch smaller than what you are. Pretty much everybody does. Matter of fact, I can pretty much say everybody does, because unless you actually know the incomplete, encompassing power of God, then you don't fucking know. And we don't. But once you start to find that part of you, once you start to access that part of you, and start coming from that part of you, then you start to see how fucking powerful you are, and the effect that you have on the world around you, the effect that you have on the people that are around you, the amount of situation and events that just happen, and how things just fucking line up and flow into your life. Like, I had a situation today, like, I went to the VA. I had to go to the VA for an appointment, and I was seen within a minute, okay? I got through. I talked to the male nurse. We chopped it up. He shook my hand. He was like, he told me he was really fucking glad that he fucking talked to me. He's gonna look up a new fucking book that I told him about, which could have him being able to help more people by just understanding how the mind plays into the physical parts of our body. So I made a change right there. Okay, so that was one change. Within a minute of that, then my doctor came in, and I had my whole checkup procedure. The doctor told me at the end of it, you can't fix perfect. I shit you not. That's what she fucking told me. All right, and then I had fucking lab work that had to get done. I waited for 2 minutes at the VA clinic, and there was plenty of fucking people around, okay? And then I got called back to do my lab work, because that is how my life goes now, because I am in alignment with my own spirit. People always talk about connecting to spirit guides and fucking connecting to their ancestors and all of that shit. You have your own spirit. You have your own soul. That is your number one connection. And that is the first way that God connects to you. Speaks through your inner voice. You know why God speaks through your inner voice? Because it's the closest fucking thing to you. And if you don't listen to it, then you're not taking the directions that are being sent from you from above. You're not taking the hints. You're not getting the subtle messages that are telling you, hey, don't go that way. Hey, don't eat that food. Hey, don't talk to that person. Hey, why don't you just walk away from this situation? You're not listening to those things. You're not getting those messages. And so you keep finding yourself in fucked up situations because you're not paying attention to the damn GPS that you have in your body. Your intuition, that's your GPS. When you find yourself on the fucking highway and you're lost and you fucking turn on your GPS gets you to the place that you're trying to go, right? Your intuition, that's your body's GPS. It will direct you to the places that you are meant to go. Where you're trying to go, your fucking intuition knows. And it's going to put people, it's going to put situations in place. It's going to move things out of your way. It's going to remove things out of your life that are no longer serving you so you can actually go in the direction that you're trying to go. If you don't listen to your GPS and you find yourself fucking lost, that's on you. And you can't go around blaming other fucking people for the things that keep happening in your life, because the only common denominator is you. Every fucking event that's ever happened in your life, everything positive, everything negative, the only thing that has always been present has been you. So why would it not be you that's causing all of those things? And I'm not saying that to make anybody fucking feel shitty or to say that I'm blaming you for your fucking life. I'm just letting you know how powerful you are. You didn't know that you were creating your own life and you had all kind of fucked up shit in your head and you were creating fucked up situations in your life. But now that you do know that, now that you are aware of that, then you know that if you change the way that you think, if you change the way that you feel about yourself, if you change the way that you love and you express love, then things are going to change in your outer reality. That is law. It cannot be any other way. People talk about the law of attraction. The law of attraction is based on your vibration. What you send out, that shit comes back. That's the law of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction. Everything does. I don't fucking listen to anything about fucking punishment. Any philosophy, any religion, anything that talks about punishment or any of that bullshit is bullshit to me, because there is not punishment, because there is not judgment, because there's only one being that is being expressed in individuated forms. God is everything, and we are all fucking aspects of that. Every single one of us is one of one. Source never fucking recreates the same code over. So every single one of us is one of one. You are a unique individual, but just because you are unique does not necessarily mean that you are special. Everyone is special, because everyone is a fucking miracle. If you knew how many things had to happen just for you to exist, you would praise the very fact that you are alive. Everything started off from an explosion fucking 14 billion fucking years ago, and here we are now. How many things had to go right? How many things had to go perfectly for you to exist? And you want to feel insignificant, you want to feel small, you want to shrink yourself because somebody told you that you were less than what you are. You want to see yourself as less than magnificent because you have never believed yourself to be that, because you have never been told that. You have never been told that you are God, that you are a god or you are a goddess that just happens to be incarnated into a physical form because you decided to descend your vibration enough that it can condense into matter. We are light slowed down. That is what we are. Light is information, and every single person is a messenger of light. That is somebody that you can learn from. That is somebody that can be a messenger to you. How many times have you been fucking just talking to somebody and they say something that, God damn it, you absolutely needed to hear, or you were listening to the radio and a song comes on that you absolutely needed to hear. You needed to feel that vibe, or you was walking past and you heard a conversation and you needed to feel that vibe. How many times? You think that's an accident? The divinity that is everything, and you can call it God, you can call it source, you can call it oneness, unity, whatever you want to call it. That divine intelligence that exists, that makes our heart beat, that digests our food, that allows us to be able to heal, that divine intelligence is within and around each and every one of us, and we can tap into that. And when we tap into that, we tap into an unlimited source. We tap into an unlimited field of information. We tap into an unlimited stream of love. Okay? Like how How much does something have to love you to never take its mind off of you, to never stop thinking about you? I know a lot about quantum physics, and I understand that there's something called the fucking observer effect, and all that means is that if something is paying attention to an energy form, it can show up as energy, or it can show up as a physical form, as a particle. Something has to be paying attention to you at all times for you to exist in time and space. There is something that never takes its mind off of you because of how much it loves you. It wants you to exist in time and space, and so it's always paying attention to you. Every single one of us, everything that you can see, touch, smell, taste, hear, everything that exists through your senses is something that is being paid attention to in this moment. How much love is that? How much processing does it take to actually focus on every single one of those atoms to make sure that they all combine and form up to form the structure that is your body? You have 50 trillion cells inside your body, okay? 50 trillion. You are an entire community that all work and all function together to make you you. And it will work perfectly, flawlessly, for well over 100 years, as long as you take care of yourself. As long as you fucking drink clean water, eat good food, get some rest, and move your body will fucking take care of you. However, if you live under the stress hormones, if you constantly pumping cortisol and shit into your fucking system, then your body's going to continue to break down. When you're constantly activating fight or flight, no biological form is meant to live under emergency conditions. We can't do it. We can do it for small spurts. You know, a fucking a damn lion fucking jumps out and fucking starts chasing you. Yeah, hey, mobilize every bit of energy to haul ass, okay? Because that's what fight or flight does. It takes all of your energy and it sends it to your extremities. It sends it to your arms so you can throw these paws, or it sends it to your legs so you can run, okay? And if you're constantly in a state of fight or flight, then what is happening is you're not fucking sending energy to your digestive system. So all of that food isn't getting digested. It's getting stored. It's getting stored as fat. If you're constantly under fucking stress, then your immune system response is going to be greatly diminished. It's going to shut it down because it's not a time to heal when you are afraid. You don't need energy to heal. You need energy to get the fuck out of the situation that you're in. So I want you to think about that. Think about how much people be stressed out and how sick people are. And then think about how much stuff people look at that stress them out. How much shit people pay attention to that stress them out. How much people focus on shit that they don't like, which causes them to be stressed. They're doing it to themselves. You're doing it to yourself. The more shit that you focus on that is not something that you actually desire in your life, the worse off you are, because we are constantly sending the same signals, constantly sending those signals of stress. And guess what? Every one of those signals is going to create an emotion. And each one of those emotions is a chemical that is floating around in your body. And our cells express themselves, our genes express themselves based on the chemistry that they are surrounded by. And if you're putting shitty fucking chemistry in, guess what? Things are going to go downhill for you. When people have cancers, it's because they have something eating away at them inside, and it's been eating away at them for so long that their body starts to eat away at itself, because you didn't get the message. You didn't listen to all of the fucking pains and all of the fucking things that didn't feel good in your body that was telling you to stop doing what you're doing. We don't listen to our bodies. And feelings are the language of the soul. Thoughts are the language of the mind. Emotions are the language of the body. We ignore our feelings. We ignore our soul. And our soul is the one thing that knows everything. It is connected to the mind of God. It knows every single thing. The reason we are here is to know experientially what we already know conceptually as a soul. We already know everything. We're not here to fucking learn anything. We're here to experience the things that we know conceptually. I did a post about sex and spirituality, and I said you can read a fucking million books about sex, you can watch a million fucking pornos about sex, and guess what? You won't know what the fuck sex is like, because you have to experience it to truly know what it's like. That's why we're here, to have those experiences so that we can know what things are like. That's why no one has ever fucking made any mistakes. That's why I say every single person is perfect. That's why I say no one has ever done anything wrong, because you came here to have experiences, positive or negative experiences, however you want to choose to see them. They are experiences. And if you came here to experience things, then how could you have ever done anything wrong? You may have had experiences that you didn't intend on having, and you see them as negatives, but it's just an experience. Your soul doesn't know pain. Your soul doesn't know things as good or bad. It just knows things as they are. This is something that happened. And once you are able to come from that place to be like, this isn't something that happened to me. This is something that I have called into my experience. This is something that I have experienced. This isn't something that's happening to me, because you, the greatness that is you, is so much more than this body. We got taught that our atoms and everything are just these physical things, and that we are these machines, and we're just chemical fucking things that happen, and we form up, and we are this. And that's not the case. An atom is 99.9999999% empty space and energy. It's only 1.00001% particle, which means it's a tiny, tiny, infinitesimally small amount that is actually the physical version of us. Our bodies are not who we are. This is just what is being expressed so that we have a way to experience things. Our souls are what power these things. Our souls are what speak to us. Our souls are the things that make us feel the way that we do. The sensations that we get when something feels good, our soul is saying, do more of that. You're in alignment. When something doesn't feel good, our soul is saying, that's not for you. You are not in alignment. Don't do it. And it's as simple as that. Binary, ones and zeros. Yes, this is for you. No, this is not for you. That is discernment. And once you are able to practice discernment and stop fucking judging yourself and stop fucking judging fucking everybody else, when you can look at somebody and say, I see what you're doing. I notice what you are doing. What you are doing is not for me. That's not saying that what they're doing is fucking wrong. You're not judging them on what they're doing. You're simply saying, I see what you're doing. That ain't for me. And once you're able to say what is for you and what is not for you, that is empowering. And when you can be clear on that and proclaim that and say, no, that is not for me, that shit's gonna stop coming to you. When you can say, that is for me, more things like that will come to you, because you are saying to the universe, that's the kind of thing that I desire in my life. These are the kind of things that I deserve. And always make sure you're saying it in present tense. I have it. I am it. It's always now. Don't say I want, because wanting only produces more wanting, because wanting is a statement of lack. And when you are coming from a place of lack, all that can come from lack is more lack. When you say, I want a new job, I want this money, I want a new car, well, guess what? Keep fucking telling them that. I want, I want, I want. And they're going to be like, well, keep fucking wanting it then. Cool. But you say, I have it, and you believe it, and you're grateful for it, and you hold that feeling inside of you that's saying, thank you for giving this to me because I asked for it. And I trust you, and I have enough faith in you that I know that I have asked, and because I have asked, the answer is yes, and it is going to come, and it just has not manifested. But I'm going to be thankful for it before it gets here. And that is how you become a creator. That is how you become a manifester. And that is how you bring in the things into your life that you truly desire. My wife just showed back up. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I wasn't meaning to go this long. I love y'all. Be kind to yourselves, man.